Caitlin. I'm the Community Outreach Director over at TherapyWorks, and I'm here today with Malina Kipp, one of our amazing PTAs. And she's here to talk about our new laser therapy treatment. We've been getting a lot of questions on it, so she's here to make sure that you guys get all of your questions answered. So I guess kind of the first big question that people have, Malina, is who can benefit laser therapy, from laser therapy? Like who's it for?
So it's for anyone with either pain or inflammation, whether that's chronic or acute, meaning whether that's long-lasting pain or very new pain.
All right. So like whether you've, just been injured at soccer practice, or if you've been, having arthritis or back pain for years, either way, it's for you.
Yes.
All right. So what exactly does it do?
So this technology is pretty crazy. With the medical lasers, like this one over here, I went ahead and brought it in. It releases what are called photons deep into the tissues of the areas that are having pain. And these photons kind of energize the cell, and in that specific way, it relieves pain. It helps improve circulation and also promotes healing with all of those benefits. And it's pretty crazy on the molecular level, pretty complicated. So if you would like any more information on the actual science molecular level, go ahead and direct message us, and we could get you more information about that.
Yeah, I have some links for you guys. It is pretty interesting, but like I promise it's not junk science. Like it is actually real supported stuff. So on the subject of it's actually effective, could you tell us a little bit about how we know that it's safe and it works?
Yes. So with these types of lasers, this class of lasers, it has been actually endorsed by the WHO, the World Health Organization, and also the APTA, which is the American Physical Therapy Association, with the addition of the International Association for the Study of Pain, among other groups like that.
Awesome. And we should also add, it is FDA cleared as well. So it is, proven that it not only works, but it works as intended. And there's also a lot of peer review research that supports it. I think there have been over, I'm just checking my notes here, like it was over 8,000 research articles on laser therapy. So it's over the last about 20 years. So it's not, it is still a relatively new treatment, but it's well researched, it's well documented, it's well supported, and it works. It'll help you out. So I think kind of one of the next things that people are curious about is like, does it hurt?
No, it should not be painful. It's usually only a warm sensation, and that's based on the intensity that is prescribed by the clinician. And if it's ever too hot, you just let that clinician know, and they will lower the intensity, and then you can continue with the treatment.
Awesome. And I've actually received some for some of my own, pains, and it really does not hurt. It's fine.
Yeah.
You say laser, and people think like laser hair removal or like tattoos, and which aren't lasers, but it's still kind of a, intensity thing, but it's not that.
That can be modified.
Yeah.
For more comfortable warmth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so what are the risks of laser therapy?
That's the beautiful thing of laser. There's really no risks because it's non-invasive and non-pharmaceutical. So you're not taking in anything, and nothing is like penetrating the skin or anything. And then also pretty much the only risk is to the eyes because it is a laser. But we have some approved and, like good glasses that protect your eyes that we wear in each treatment.
Yeah. Came with a laser.
Yes.
We come prepared.
Yeah.
So, once someone decides that like maybe this is something that they should try out, or, this could be a good solution to their pain, what should they expect during their appointment?
So typically the laser is administered to the skin For example, this is one of the roller balls. And for example, if I were to do it on me, it would be directly on the skin. And so you typically need to wear clothing that you wear that is easily accessible to that area. So like if it's a knee, try to wear some shorts or, pants that can be brought up, or, if it's a shoulder, maybe wear a sports bra if you're a female, or, a tank top or something.
Yeah. And we do have a bathroom where you can change. I know that it's winter,
Yes.
so like saying like shorts,
Yeah.
But you can absolutely change. Yeah. So what else should they expect? Sorry, I kind of interrupted you there.
No, you're fine. Because the laser, it has to be administered in a closed off room. You get brought to your own private room. You have your own pair of goggles or glasses, just like the clinician. And to begin, the clinician will ask you a few questions about pain, what your pain levels are. And based on that, they use the protocols or use their judgment and set up the laser to the proper settings. And then we apply the heat and the laser, and there's a bunch of different connections. So like one of the larger rolling pins can be used on broader areas like the back, or
that's what they used on me. I had it on my back.
Yes. Yeah. It was warm, wasn't it? It was awesome. But yeah, so there's it's very tailored to you and your body part and what you're feeling.
Awesome. So, and how long does each appointment last? Or each
typically,
treatment?
It can last about 10 minutes, depending on the dosage. If since it is a high-powered machine, if you're having a higher dosage applied, it may be a little bit shorter. But that's the beauty about laser. You're not taking out a chunk of your an hour of your time each day. It's only about a 10-minute from beginning to end.
Yeah, makes it really nice to schedule, actually. And it makes it really nice for you because we can usually get you in around the times that you are most available. Yep. And so, how many treatments do most people have before they start kind of seeing results?
They like to suggest 6 to 12 treatments, depending on your type of pain. If it's chronic pain, it may take more treatments, depending on the location and the type of pain. And some people see immediate results. They come in with a 6 out of 10 pain rating and may leave with a 4 out of 10 pain rating. But it depends on so many factors. So it varies between person and person, but it could be immediate and then some long lasting as well.
Yeah, and I mean, it would also, I'm not a clinician or a licensed therapist or anything, but wouldn't it also kind of depend on like the depth of the problem area? Like, I know that I didn't, in my first treatment, I didn't have immediate results, but that's also because like the pain part was very close to my spine. And so I saw more results after that. Yeah. Once there were more treatments and they were able to get down deeper.
Yeah, that's like the difference between a glute, so the your bottom, versus like here. If it's something superficial, you'll probably see more immediate results, just like your back.
For sure. All right. And so, let's say that if you are watching this and kind of interested in wanting to try it out, finding new solutions for your pain, what's the next steps? How do they try it?
You just give us a call. Since they don't take long, you're usually in and out pretty quickly, feeling better. And the wonderful thing is it's so low risk. I mean, it's non-invasive, non-pharmaceutical. So it's a very quick and painless treatment. And
yeah, I do like, it is very like low risk, high reward. Like if you can get rid of your pain without, all of these other, more invasive sorts of things, and without, I mean, like you read, even like aspirin has so many side effects, and it's, you won't get all of them every time, but like, man, it wouldn't just be better to not have those.
Yeah.
Anyway, so thanks for answering all these questions. And I would like to say, if you have any more questions, or if there's anything else you'd like to know, or if you're considering getting laser therapy, just go ahead and give us a call. Our number is 785-749-1300. And we're happy to answer anything and happy to get you in as well. So is there anything else, Malina, that you'd like to add before we sign off?
With the different types of attachments we have, it can be any type of body part, kind of how we were discussing earlier. It can be superficial, so we can go right over bony prominences where there's not a lot of tissue, and we can go deeper. And so every type of ailment, every type of body part we can work on.
Yeah, that is a good point. Since our laser does have all of those heads, it's very adaptable.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with me today, and have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.